Hey guys, it's Kilian here again. Today in this video I'm gonna show you how Manse made one of his most iconic progressive house tracks called Last Night of Our Lives, which released on Armada. Alright, let's get into the project already. By the way, I hope you guys like the new camera angle. Let me show you the original drop first, and then I'm gonna play my drop remake as well.
The last night of our lives.
Alright, now I'm gonna play my remake and I'm gonna mute these stems.
The last night of our lives.
I love this melody, also the vocals are beautiful, and yeah, even though this track is a bit too old now, because it's like 10 plus years now, but yeah, I still love how simple the melody is, the chords, the vocals, the like lyrics, songwriting. So yeah, this track is special, I think, it's one of Manse's best tracks, so that's why I decided to remake it. And let me start with the leads. I used 5 different layers, and this is how they sound. As you can tell, these are so heavy layers with some real instruments. So yeah, let me play them one by one now. Basically, I used 3 soul layers, a violin layer, and also a piano. I'm gonna play also them unprocessed. And now I'm gonna show you every processing I did for the leads. The first one is an OTT with these settings, basically taking away all the lows and just some depth. Not too much, 20%. Second is an EQ, where I do the low cut and also dipping these mid frequencies. I felt like these are too much, peaking too much here in this area. Third effect is the suit, and this is just my favorite preset for leads. I have a scanner vibrato with these settings, and this little VST just gives some nice touch, like for the higher mids, highs, high end. 3D stereo enhancer to make the leads more wide. Peak control and reverb, just to control the reverb. The wet level, and I used 3.5 seconds decay time. And the last one is a 3D limiter, which is sidechain compression, and this is easy to set up. Like here is the kick on the first channel, and the kick is routed to the lead bus, also the piano and the saw chords. And here I have these settings. I right click and click on the kick, and now it's sidechain together, and I'm gonna play it together with the kick. This is just a short sidechain because Manse uses short sidechains for his leads. But yeah, this works very simple, and I would say the OG producers didn't use VSTs like LFO Tool or Kickstart. They used sidechain compression in the early days, and I think it's a bit easier because You don't have to make automations. Like here, the kick just stops playing around the mid drop and the end. And yeah, you don't have to care about making automations and stuff, like turning off the sidechain, because it's automatic. Okay, the next one is a ride, which helps the attack of the leads and like the melody basically. So it gives some nice rhythm. Just some simple sound, and the only processing is this short sidechain, like very short, which removes the attack. So this way it won't clash together with the kick. We have a piano. And as you can see, I use heavy OTT compression, almost 50% depth, taking away some highs, boosting some mids. I have a crazy EQ, taking away the lows, but the crazy part is here, like dipping these annoying frequencies, like very annoying ones. Also scanner vibrato, and this type of EQing is just gives some nice touch to the pianos, and once again the sidechain compression. Going forward, we have the saw chords, and I have 2 layers of these. These are just nice filler sounds. And for the saw chords, I used OTT, also used some EQ, taking away some lows, low mids. Also I use scanner vibrato once again, a bit more heavier on this one, and the sidechain compression. Moving forward, we have the first bass, which is a talkbox layer. And I rendered this from another project, and the only processing on it is just an LFO tool. I did 90 Hz low cut on this bass in another project. And now we have the mid basses. I have 2 layers for them. And on the first layer, I used some OTT compression. Also did some EQing, taking away some highs, and also low cut at 90 Hz. And once again this EQ just to give some more warmth. On the second layer, OTT compression taking away some highs, and the second effect is an EQ taking away the lows here and also some highs, which I don't like. And here on the bass bus I used scanner vibrato and also an LFO tool, same sidechain which I used for the talkbox. And moving forward, I have a sub. A nice fat sub which Manse always uses. I have a high cut at 90 Hz. I also have R bass mono with these settings, basically just giving some more power to the 56 Hz area. I have Fruity limiter, which here acts like as a compressor. And also I have the same LFO tool sidechain as on the other basses. Kick, which I already played. This kick is just something like what Manse used before, like some Vengeance sample, you know. And moving forward, I added a crash with no processing. Also here is the famous ambience from Manse. Also another ambience. And here I have 2 downlifters. This is the main one and the second one. This is a bit more white noisy. But here I have the white noise samples, but these are like also downlifters which are helping keeping the energy in the drop. Also I have the mid drop fill, which is like a snare sound, like a snare type of sound, and also a tom fill. And I have this riser as well for the mid drop and the end of the drop as well. This was it for this remake. I hope you guys liked this video. Please let me know in the comments about what type of video I should make. Like, I don't know, I'm planning to make a challenge video as well, where I make a progressive house track in just 1 hour, and that would be like an uncut video. But yeah, please give me some ideas if you can. I hope you have a nice day. Bye.